There's a moment that happens to all of us. Maybe it's late at night when you can't sleep. Maybe it's in the middle of a busy day when everything suddenly feels too much. That moment when the ground beneath you doesn't feel quite as solid as it did yesterday. The bills are piling up, the diagnosis came back, the relationship is fracturing, the world feels like it's spinning just a little too fast, and you're wondering, where do I find something steady to hold on to? Nearly 500 years ago, a German monk named Martin Luther knew that feeling all too well. His world was shaking. The church he loved was in turmoil. Powerful people wanted him silenced or worse. Death threats arrived regularly. Friends abandoned him. Everything he'd worked for seemed to be crumbling. And in the middle of all that chaos, Luther did something remarkable. He sat down and wrote a hymn. Not a complaint, not a cry of despair, a declaration. A mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never failing. He wasn't pretending everything was fine. He was anchoring himself to the one thing that couldn't be shaken. Luther based that hymn on Psalm 46, and listen to what part of it says. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea. Did you catch that? Though the earth should change, though the mountains shake. The psalmist isn't saying if things get hard, he's saying when everything feels like it's falling apart, God is still your refuge. Here's what I want you to hear today. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to pretend that the ground isn't shaking. You don't have to be strong enough on your own. God isn't asking you to be your own fortress. God is inviting you to run into God's. When Luther wrote that hymn, he wasn't saying, I've got this. He was saying, God's got this. And 500 years later, that's still true. Whatever is shaking in your life right now, your health, your finances, your relationships, your sense of purpose, God is not shaken. God is your refuge. God is your strength. God is present right here, right now. So here's my invitation to you this week. Find one moment, just one, when you feel that ground starting to shake beneath you. And instead of trying to steady yourself, I want you to say out loud, God, you are my fortress. You are my refuge. I'm running to you. Maybe you say it in your car. Maybe you whisper it in bed. Maybe you text it to yourself as a reminder, but say it, declare it, anchor yourself to the one who cannot be moved. Because friends, the storms will come. The ground will shake, but our God is a mighty fortress, and God's doors are always open. This is Pastor Travis reminding you, you are loved, you are held, and you are never alone. This is your moment of peace. I'll see you soon.